What's up, Alphas? It's your boy Alphas May. I see you Alphas in the building for 1 second in the comments before you like and subscribe. You don't have to unless you like this show, but can you please give me an Alpha What's up? I'm joined with a colorful crew of amazing people. Shout out to Monray for that still in that colorful crew. Of course, at the bottom
Definitely
we
stole
have
that.
I
Afro
did.
coming 765. How you doing today, Torre?
You already know your local neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks a daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day, all gas, no breaks, cold hard hot takes, and everything that comes with it. You niggas know the spiel.
You
We
know I
out
got
here.
and you know I always got to keep a beautiful woman beside me. Of course, we got the lovely Miss Ebony Moonbeam. How you doing today, Queen?
Special
I'm
guest of
good.
the show.
You know what? We're gonna end this. After throwing a hissy fit this week,
Hey,
I'm
she
ready
can't.
to be my best
She
self.
can't. Look, I told you last week, Zelmay. She can't break this. She can't break the streak till she starts the streak, yo.
Right. You dig?
She
So,
got.
but what's up, everybody? You already know I'm your girl, Ebony Moonbeam. You can find me at Ebony_Moonbeam on all social media platforms. I'm a cosplayer. I'm an anime shit talker. I am your favorite debaucherous whore when it comes to this show. And I was definitely crash beamed this week. I'm trying to reel it in for the weekend and whatnot. But yeah, I
Uh-huh.
got some. Oh, I got some good shit for y'all coming too. Let's just say it's called Moonbeam Rants, and I'm not holding back. Y'all want to see Crash Beam in full effect? Be on the lookout for that on my YouTube page. That's gonna be coming real soon.
Oh lordy.
You can
Oh
watch that.
lordy.
Dr. Umar is proud of you. He hate us right now, me and Tori, after last week's show, but it's fine.
Yeah,
As
he
he
might not
should.
be.
You
As
still
he
a
He
friend
might.
of
should.
the show. You still a friend of the show.
Yeah,
As well.
shout out, Dr. Umar Uka.
You know what? You are way too light to do that.
You ain't fair enough.
Oh,
You
just
are
wait,
you are
just
way
wait.
too light to be
Hey,
doing that
you
shit.
you you think I'm too light for it now? Wait till we get to the topics, yo.
You're not fair enough to talk about that.
Right, you are not
I
pure enough, my
understand
guy.
that.
Even though you're still more pure than Joe's ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I'd hope so.
Every time I think about her, I think about how she was like, "Did y'all just say something about white people? I am mixed," and I was like, "So the fuck up." So is this nigga. So is this nigga. He
Yeah,
is
she was a
very, very
But
much
she
mixed.
I was
offended.
gonna
Okay.
say,
She
in
was
case you
offended to
couldn't
be called
tell,
black. Like, she was
In
very
case you
offended to
could
be called
not
black.
tell.
She was very offended to be called. She was like, I'm half white. I'm like, what?
No, she was like, "Excuse me, I cannot believe." And I was like, "Ma'am, you're on an all black platform. First off. First off.
you got it. Sometimes you got to
Secondly,
know when being a African isn't all it's cracked up to be, folks.
We gotta add Trey back to add some more
I
white
have
people.
never heard African a day in my life. Oh my
Really? Yeah.
God.
Well, yeah.
That was good. That was
I think
very good.
You never heard
I have
African?
never, hand on the Bible, I've never heard African a day in my life.
Well, you learn something new every day. Happy to be a
Every
sexual.
what
day,
do
B.
Elon Musk
Every
find
day.
though? Are you just African still? Elon Musk like really
I
You
just
said
don't
if you're
know.
what?
He's technically full South African though, isn't he?
yeah,
Who?
as his dad said,
Elon
Elon Musk.
Musk.
His
You
dad
know
literally
what?
said
We're not doing
his
that.
his dad told us that he can't be racist because he was good with the servants.
What in the, you know
He
what?
ain't
I
He was like,
just,
yo,
but
I was so cool with the kids in my cobalt mine, yo. I'm telling you.
but for real though, Elon Musk clearly said that in the interview, and I thought it was fake. So I looked it
Elon
up.
Musk is also fucking 80 something years old, bro.
He said he was good with the
This
servants.
you got to remember. This nigga was already in his damn near 20s when segregation ended, bro. Like this nigga was a regular ass person
that's how you know he
and
was
wasn't he
racist.
but here's the thing, was he racist though? Because he technically wasn't in America during that time.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, no, he was just that, whatever
He
that
was
is.
just exploiting the indigenous people of another continent.
See,
Terrible.
that's what he said. Cool.
Mhm.
He was
I
good.
mean, we heard what Daddy Musk had to say. And that nigga does have crazy cobalt mines across the
He was friends with our
African
black
front.
servants is the craziest statement I've heard in a very long time.
Twin. Shout out to Twin in the chat. Shout out to Twin. We adore Twin. So, anything else y'all want to talk
What's
about
on
before
the
we get into the
docket?
show? First off,
No, I'm waiting on you, nigga.
we gotta talk about our man. EA. He just released the Bully album.
Yeah, I got a hot take, yo. I got a really hot take. It's gonna be a mad problematic hot take, but like I've sat and thought about it.
You want to give the take first,
I don't know.
let Act do his thing first?
Okay, my hot take's not about the album though.
Okay.
Twin say you pretty.
Hi.
Oh, you
I like
love it
girls too.
when
Just FYI.
women empowering each other. Leave it to Moonbeam. She's a nigga at heart, yo.
I am. As my best friend said, a nigga with a pussy, and I live by that statement. I really was like, I was texting someone earlier this week, and I was like, damn, I'm so jealous. I don't have a dick.
It is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and he sent me like one of y'all's. We always talk about sex toys, and so he sent me like a sex toy that he had bought, and I was like, "See, I wish that I had that. I'm real mad that I don't have a opinion. It was unfortunate."
Cold game. I watched the nigga buy his grandpa. A fake ass to fuck.
I would buy a fake ass if I had a dick. Honestly, I should still buy one and get a new strap and practice. I've been out the game a little minute.
Yeah, listen. You gotta get your stroke.
A new hip to work with. So
yeah, gotta get your stroke game together, yo.
Get it together.
Sounds
like we're meant to be friends. Yes, we can be lovers too. I'm always open for that.
Crazy work.
But yeah, hey, let me tell you.
Why is Moonbeam in her Joe bag right now?
Moonbeam, no, because Joe gives creepy uncle, whereas I give
slightly less creepy auntie. Slightly less creepy auntie.
Flashlights look so comfy, right? No, but I just recently have come to the conclusion that I gotta remove some hoes. So.
Oh, you out here tricking. Finally done tricking. Look, her tricking stage is ended.
You volunteer as tribute? Follow me on all social media platforms. DM me, homie. DM me.
Nasty work.
She done stole my twin, and twin.
That's crazy.
I'm not even twin no more.
That's crazy.
3 minutes, and I'm not even
yo, Moon Blocker is diabolical, yo. I didn't expect Moon Blocker to pull up out of nowhere.
How did I block? That's twin. If you get twin title, you're already friend zone, bro. Let it go.
That's twin.
Damn, that's a cold game.
If I call a twin homie, I'm never fucking you ever.
Oh, I'm definitely.
Unless I'm really drunk and I'm sober now, so that's not gonna happen.
Let's hear what Academics had to say about this album.
I'm glad to have Ash 100% right now. That's amazing.
Aren't you glad I'm back? See, that's all behind a moment.
We always love when we have our esteemed guest that is Moonbeam on the show. We are always blessed to be blessed with her presence. Let me tell you.
I'm sorry.
Hey, look.
It's crazy. I did better when I did back-to-back shows on Wednesday than I do now that we're only on Tuesdays. I don't have another show.
Damn, look, it's Thursday.
Yo, she was on the street show. She's like, we don't need to.
You said Tuesday, nigga.
I mean, we on Thursday now. She like, we need to move Thursday. I'll be busy on Wednesday. Got two shows and 2 days.
I was gonna say, I'll never forget. We gave her the choice.
No. Kanye didn't want to do back-to-back shows anymore.
Yes, but we gave you a list of days that we have, and you picked Thursday, nigga. We had a list of other days, and you picked Thursday.
I was consistent in the beginning, and then
you gotta start the streak before you can break it, kid.
Sorry, I had the streak. When we first started on Thursdays, I was here every week.
Yeah, but it was you broke the streak, and then it was
I got lazy on Thursdays.
It's all right, yeah. You know, two man power trip's always gonna be there. The patriarchy runs.
It's okay. I feel like the should reign supreme when I'm not here. Every now and again, just to get back to your roots, just to get back to your loyal followers.
Hey, the one that wanted to peel off Tori's skin is not back yet. So
yeah, thank goodness. We gotta.
I don't know
That
what
shit's
happened to
uncomfortable.
Shawty, but I wanted to meet Shawty for real.
She was
I
like,
didn't. Anyone that wants to wear my skin is a pass for me. And she was too consistent for my liking. You don't get to pop up on that many different shows and ask for a nigga's skin. That's not
and then
okay.
she threatened to hurt me because I made a joke about him. She did threaten me.
Yeah.
She was looking up
What can I?
addresses. She found out where Joe lived. She didn't find out where I live. She
She didn't find where I
Whoa,
live either.
She
She
did
ain't
find
bad
out where
enough
Joe
to.
lived though. She did find out where
that's
Joe
not
lived.
smart. That
I'm
would
like,
not
Joe,
be
you gotta
smart
be
to find
better
out
at
where
hiding
Kami
your
lives.
information. You gotta hide your information better.
All right,
Can't
I have sidetracked us enough.
Nigga, we too busy out here shooting guns and dodging feds for anybody to try to come around here.
yes, we had a one time loyal viewer,
Viewer.
Tory skin, and it was interesting for you. That's when we had Man Cave, and that was a very popular show. Shout out to Man Cave, but we couldn't
A
keep
lot of
up.
women in the chat for a show about men, though.
It wasn't there men
But
and
for all we know, that could have been some nigga wanting to wear my skin, yo. Who knows? That's the thing about the internet.
Maybe.
A
Honestly,
name ain't
that one
nothing.
tracks even more, in my opinion.
this dude like your maybe he hate his dark skin and wanted your mixed.
Oh yeah, or maybe he
And
just didn't. Maybe he wasn't trying to spend money on an afro wig or nothing, yo. You never know.
I didn't like the fact he
play this clip, Zell.
Kanye, don't copyright me.
Bianca, I just want you to come back. Come back to me. I know what I did to make you mad. Bianca, I just want you to come back.
Nah, y'all don't deserve it. Y'all don't deserve that shit. Why not?
Yo.
Oh no.
Bianca, I just want you to come back. Come back to me. I know what I did to make you mad. Bianca, I just want you to come back.
Nah, y'all don't deserve it. Y'all don't deserve that shit yet. Why not?
All right.
It could be a
I ain't gonna
slapper,
hold
yo.
you. I ain't gonna
It
hold
could be
you.
a slapper.
It was doing what it needed to do. But then when he
It
started
really
crying,
did.
I just could not
But
laugh.
I don't know if he got his hoe back off of that though. If we're gonna be completely honest, it's a fire. Look, the sample's fire.
The sample is fire.
If it charts, maybe she will come back to it, yo. If it charts, but only if it charts.
I don't know. I don't remember hearing why she left in the first place.
Oh, he
Probably.
tells us. He tells us in the song.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
does he?
Which we will get to in a moment, as it stated that she left because
Because
she
of the accident.
want him to be hospitalized. Have him
Probably after the academics interview. This nigga was about to fucking run off to Japan because he thinks niggas are trying to kill him. That's why academics had to drive fucking an hour to meet this nigga at fucking 9 o'clock in the morning before he got on a random flight to Japan. He told that nigga he was like, you either come here now or you can meet me in Japan. And you know, academics big ass ain't trying to fucking get on no flight to Japan. That nigga ain't trying to leave Jersey if he ain't got to, let's be honest. I feel that though.
Right. I was about to say pot or kettle this evening.
Like I said, I feel that though.
Lines.
Yeah, hey yo, stay where you safe, nigga.
According to Carrico,
It is not fake though.
I don't know. They report weird things.
AI is getting good, but AI can't mix like that yet. I don't think.
If AI can mix like that, then we, as
you
consumers and musicians out there, got something.
You producers are cooked. If AI mix that fucking track, yo, y'all niggas is well done.
Right. Let me tell you, I would have had to leave him the time he put me in that sticky ass clear fucking raincoat and nothing else.
I feel like she was cool with that though, if I'm being completely honest.
No, that's why I was curious to know why she left him in the first place, because I feel like you know what you signed up for, right? Because he been crazy.
Facts.
That ain't a new
That
thing.
nigga got a whole fucking.
This is 2025. That's not new.
I was going to say, come on, we know how Kanye's rocking.
Right. And you was eating it up.
But he's also said that he wants niggas to want his woman, which is like, oh, okay, like you're tiptoeing out of the cut closet. We get it, yo.
Sheesh.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yo,
I'm cool. You know me, I ain't knocking niggas' hustles or their fucking goddamn kinks. That's not my job.
But yeah, he also is upset with Aiden Ross right now.
Yo, is it because he's a Jew?
No, that is not true. He's upset because Aiden
No,
Ross.
that is not true.
I was gonna say what's not true. He's not. It's not because he's a Jew or Aiden's
Oh,
not
that
a
is
Jew.
not true.
Because I know the Jewish community is not rocking with Aiden like that. They're really not. Remember when the Hasidic nigga pulled up on stream and was like, "Nigga, you not Jewish?"
You're not.
Of course, I don't. Nigga, you not Jewish? You're
I wish
not of
somebody would like
God's
came up on
chosen
the show and
people,
be like,
nigga.
"You're not black." What?
I'd be like, listen, I've been told that a time or two.
I bet you have. I'm sorry for that though. I hate that for you.
Hey, it don't bother me none.
Tor has been told many times that he's not pure enough. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, that's status quo, yo. Being a African in Indiana is crazy work, yo. You gotta learn how to roll with the punches.
I don't know.
You also gotta learn how to punch the shit out of niggas.
You're not Jewish.
You're not Jewish, yo.
He's mad at Aiden because Aiden said he needs to get some help, and Kanye does not like that.
Bruh, that nigga was. Listen, the academics interview was everything, and that's where my hot take is, though. Honestly, it's the academics interview.
SQC has something to tell.
I'm gonna need y'all to hear me out on this, though. I need listen. The black leather KKK joint with the swastika chain, kind of drippy.
Or just that white side of you. Stop.
That shit was leather, nigga. This nigga had a leather Klan hood. Them white folks could never. They would never.
White folks could never.
They would. Them niggas out here using pillowcases and goddamn poster board. This nigga got a goddamn full leather cow. That's crazy.
So Tori, he made the KKK hood better.
Hey, listen. If he trimmed it up enough to where you could have saw the swastika joint, he might have had him a moment. I mean, he had a moment regardless, because you just, you know. But look, as I saw that shit, yo, I was like, damn. I was like, yes, it is a symbol of bigotry and hate, but damn, that's kind of fire. Just
I haven't seen it, so when I
you haven't seen this Black Klansman outfit?
I told you
nigga.
Did it happen this week?
Was it this end of last week, beginning of this week? After we did the show.
I told you I crashed out a little.
It was probably the end. It was probably the end of last week or during the weekend when the interview actually dropped. But
y'all
he seemed like
Kanye. Y'all understand?
How do I Google that? How do I Google that?
And we got the crazy quote from him about John Legend, the nigga wearing a sweater in Barbados, smelling like mashed potatoes. I was like, damn. Bars. And John Legend, you better never let nobody catch you wearing a sweater in Barbados, or you're cooked.
Look at I wish y'all could see the still photo that I pulled up of him. Academics. And his face,
I told you.
He looks so uncomfortable. He's like, it looks like he's saying with his eyes.
Here's the thing. He told academics before the interview that he was gonna wear it. So I do want to give him that. He did let the nigga know ahead of time that he was going full DEFCON 1.
As Act did, he said he's not putting it on YouTube because
he didn't either. That nigga did not. He was like, I'm not. We had to go and look for that shit to find it, and because niggas was not gonna spend money.
That's
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw it on Twitter. Actually, a few other YouTube channels re-uploaded it just because. But it was wild. He sounds like a manic nigga though.
Like, them Asian YouTube channel get to watch sports and shit be live. I'm like, how the fuck y'all get ESPN on here? I do that more. That more you counts in the first 15 seconds.
That's the Yugoslavian niggas that be watching WrestleMania fucking online.
Yeah, they be on there watching everything. Then the dude come up here talking about selling some, I don't know what they were selling, paper towels.
But the swastika chain was crazy too, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't see the chain.
Well, that's because he explained in the interview if he'd had some more time, he was gonna alter the hood to where the bib came up a little bit more so you could see the chain. But it was such a last minute interview because he was about to make a break to Japan or China. He hadn't made up his mind yet, which is crazy. It's like which one of the
China
I don't know yet.
But maybe not.
Yo, China would be diabolical. Communist Kanye is not what we want to deal with.
Let's see what SQC token.
That is a huge chain. Why is this chain so big?
I told you
this chain so
shit
big?
is gnarly.
Oh my god!
When I saw that shit, I was like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. Hitler might have doffed his cap at that one.
Yeah.
But I need to know. I want to know which jeweler made it because I don't feel like Johnny Dang doing that. Maybe he is. Enough money, you do anything. But I want to know which jeweler. Look, in my mind, the nigga Trax NYC made that shit, which is funny because he's a Jew. So him making the fucking swastika chain would be hilarious. But as we all know, the swastika means something different in Japan.
True. But still.
They're gonna make Kanye West character now.
He's not in Japan.
Yes, he is right now. I think he is.
I was about to say, I think he did. Like I said, that's why academics had to get there early in the morning.
So he took off to Japan because he think everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say they tried to hit that nigga with the what is it? It's not the 5150. I forget whatever it's called, but they tried to get that nigga on a psych hold. So he was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm leaving the country."
Alrighty, that's one way to.
We're gonna let Jenny Somalia we are not sending our best to Japan. We are not sending our best to Asia. Like, who are the African Americans going to Asia? Johnny Somali. Well, he ain't.
Johnny Somali cooked. That nigga about to be in Korea for fucking ever.
They ain't even dropping the chart. They dropping the charges after.
No, they're charging that. They're charging that nigga. They're gonna make him go through the trial, and then his second charges are gonna be worse because he's gonna be a convicted felon when they bring up these second charges.
He got third.
They played this nigga.
And he got third charges because he won't stop going. He will not stop.
But he
commit more crimes.
Listen, him showing up into court with the MAGA hat was the shit for this nigga showed up in a suit that was definitely not his, rocking a MAGA cap, an hour and a half late. Nigga, act like you're fucking not about to be stuck in this fucking North Korean fucking South Korean. My bad. This nigga was not in North Korea.
Do you not know? Your name is Somalia. That is not happening. He is not saving you.
And look, now it's got to the point where niggas is just hard R'ing him on the street in Korea, and you can't even really do nothing. Because what you gonna do? Fight a nigga and catch another charge so they can charge you with some more crazy shit?
Yeah, they just want to get that off.
So they just getting off free hard R's on Johnny Somali while he's out here begging people across the world for money so he can try to survive, which is technically gonna get him another charge because he's not supposed to be streaming. Johnny Somali did it to himself.
What did SQC?
What did this Canadian nigga have to say about Kanye?
Hello, Mr. Ye. I think the problem is that what you say is fucking brain dead, and you're still actively doing those behaviors. Hope this helps, buddy.
He literally said that to Kanye.
Hello, Mr.
Hey, every time I see XQC though, I think about when he fucking crashed out and spazzed on Kanye, and then he was like, "Nigga, I got AMP's whole net worth on a fucking thumb drive in a fucking lockbox somewhere." I was like, "Damn, he cooking." And it's fucked up because, like, low key, he might be telling the truth. We ain't gonna act like XQC's not breaded up.
They give him the money to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, them fucking casino payments, them casino checks hit.
But we have our second story of the day, which would be Anthony Edwards. For y'all that don't know, he is
this nigga, low key, you got to clap it up for him.
My man said he did not want to pay that baby, but let's see.
Look,
Let's see what it
he said,
says.
nigga, I'm gonna give you this cool. Look, I'm finna make all of my child support payments 18 years worth right now. Leave me alone. I was like, damn, that's a cold nigga.
But I will put up the new report based on what she said, and it is this.
Oh,
Oh, I
she
gotta.
already wasted.
Oh, they have, my ad blocker blocking it. Hold on, let me get it. There you
Shit
go.
together.
Yeah, my ad blocker was in the way. Anthony Edwards X hits back at $1 million child support last. She said it's not true to her,
Damn.
which is a
I
fire
guess
because I wanted to do this story because I wanted to ask y'all as I go on to.
I was yiked for that nigga. I was like, he's smart as hell.
I want to know if you could pay your whole child. If you didn't like the, I don't know. If you didn't like the woman, would you pay your whole child support up front? That's the question I want to ask.
I
If
mean,
I
if I had
could,
it like
yes.
that, yeah. If I had it
If
like
I
that,
had it
yeah,
like
I
that
would.
and I could, yes.
And I
Save
knew
me from having to deal with
and
this
yeah,
person
if I
for the
knew
rest
beyond a
of
shadow of a
my child's
doubt
life.
that, yeah, if I knew beyond the shadow of a doubt the child was mine, which, like, if we're this far, a DNA test has already happened.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I? Especially if I really didn't fuck with her. Because, like, wasn't this supposed to be just like a one night stand hoe, and then she turned up pregnant and. But I mean, what's $1 million to a nigga that's making goddamn 10 digits a year, 8 digits a year type shit? 10 digits is crazy. 8 digits a year type shit.
Elon Musk do that too.
Hey, Elon Musk got, but that nigga one of the richest mans in the world.
You can't. Did you at least take the mouse with you?
It's right here.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was gonna say that nigga got it with him. I saw this. I was like, this nigga went and bought it. Hey, he got a. I want to say that nigga got a killer ass deal on the exercise bike though. He really did. Amazon did him right on it.
It was 60% off. How do y'all like Tor's new mic, by the way?
Okay. So what is
That ended up
what is
being
this
free in the
topic?
end for you.
Yeah, the question it basically we talking about Anthony Edwards paying off the full sum of his
Yeah,
wife.
it was like $1,080,000 because it would have been $5,000 a month for 18 years. So he had paid like it was like 1,080,000 and some change.
That's the rumor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what all the blogs and everything were saying. Whether or not that's the truth.
I'm here for it. I don't see a
This is
problem with it.
But okay, this is the question I want to ask though. Since he paid that, does that absolve him from having to have any dealings with the child?
it said it's, they said it was on what, 8? It was for the whole sum for the 18 years?
Yeah, it was for the whole 18 years, $5,000 a month, 18 years.
But I feel like
I
if he
know,
was paying child support monthly, that still wouldn't change if he chooses to be in the child's life or not.
yeah, but I'm
So
saying, do you feel like he's less likely if he's paid? Because okay, and this is just my scumbag brain. If you're paying monthly, I feel like there's some weird entitlement that comes in with it that makes you feel like, oh, I'm spending this money every month, so I'm entitled to see. I should want to. Well, you should always want to see your children. I feel like, but I feel like if he was
you feel
paying
like it would
every month,
entice him to see his
him
child
to
more
child
because he's
more.
paying each
The
month.
fact if he just one lump sums that shit, fucking
I feel like if that's
hell.
the only thing that's enticing you to go see your kid, like he wasn't gonna see his kid monthly
Yeah,
anyway.
but now you got to worry about fucking the mom just fucking up $1 million before this kid's 18. You know what DDG said, nigga? $10 million ain't shit. You broke still.
Bro, most people in their life don't even make $1 million in their life.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't listen to rich niggas that were rich when they were 17, getting YouTube money when they were 17 years old.
That's true.
Twin
Right.
said,
Because
give her the
I
money.
could
You
definitely
ain't
make 10
tripping.
million last me a good little bit.
Yeah, yes,
Shit,
If I
I
wanted
make
to.
$1 million.
thing
Shit,
won't be
I'm
right.
just
I could
saying.
also make it disappear in 3 days if I felt like it too, but it just depends on what type of time I'm on.
My thing is, I do hate it. I got to keep the same energy I had for. Well, I kept the energy because they keep it with Elon Musk. Listen, it do hurt the kid not having like a father figure in the house, especially if
It
it's a
does.
male. Like that shit different. Like having a father is. different.
What was? Do we know? Do we know his reasoning of not wanting to be in the child's life?
I thought it was because she was a one night stand hoe. But I'm not a sports Negro, so I don't know for sure.
To be honest, I don't think
even if it was a one night stand, like I still feel like it's your kid. Like even if you don't want to be involved with the mom in any type of like extra way, what's taking your kid to the amusement park and this and that or whatever here and there, taking him shopping. Like he still has the power, so he can still do as much as he wants to do or as little as he wants to do. So why just be like, I don't want to be in the child's life at all? Like
nigga rich as hell regardless.
Right, you're rich as fuck regardless. And if you want to take him and splurge on him, that's your prerogative. If you want to take him to the store and just buy him a pair of sneakers and do what Anthony Mackie's doing with his kids, that's your prerogative too, because you're his father. I guess I see the point in not being in the kid's life. Like I can understand if like you found out the kid was like 16 and you didn't want to be in the kid's life or whatever. Like the kid's a baby. He's not his mom. He didn't do anything wrong, and you chose to fuck.
Yeah, but what if she pulls? Never mind. I be going off on the. Y'all niggas know how my conspiracy brain works. I'm like, what if?
Yeah, he's young and rich. You know what? The Lord gonna bless him with this thing called karma, and he ain't gonna be able to have another son. So in order for him to continue his legacy, he's gonna have to take care of that kid.
Shit, though? What if she did some diabolical shit and like snuck him? Or what if she was one of them?
You know what? I still don't give a fuck. And you want to know why? Because when you lay down with someone, you take that risk regardless. Nothing is 100% guaranteed every time. And guess what? You shouldn't be sliding in no pussy you ain't willing to wipe up. No way. Or at least be around if she ends up getting pregnant. Niggas like I ain't saying you gotta be the nigga, the girl man or nothing.
What if she pulled one of those, let me get the money for the plane BZ, and then she just didn't spend the money on the plane BZ? Or what if she was like,
I would openly say that. I'd be like, I don't want to be
rich. So what if she was like, let me get
this because of X, Y, and Z.
Let me get the schmishmortion money, and then she didn't go get the schmishmortion.
And if she didn't do that, then I would state that instead of him looking like a 21-year-old dickhead, he could just be like, I don't want any involvement with this woman because she's a liar.
Look, paying $1 million is not scumbag activities. Okay.
Not if no. Yeah, no. Let's not act like he did this out of the goodness of his heart. He was being put on child support. He was being forced to do this. He just chose to drop it right now because he had the money. And he don't want to be bothered. Yeah, that is scumbag.
That's like a tenth of a nigga's contract. Probably.
Exactly.
I don't know how many fucking goddamn NBA players are making less than $10 million a year. Is there a lot, Zelmay?
Okay, so one of the comments said, so he gave her $100K to not keep that baby, and she agreed, but then changed her mind, but kept the money. That made her look a certain way. See?
Okay.
And see now I really don't give a fuck what that man chooses to do, even though I don't feel like the child should be punished. But now it's the woman's fault because he could have gave him the money back.
She gave him the smortion money plus
$100K
plus $100K.
I haven't had kids at my old mature age, and let me tell you, if I got pregnant right now and you'd be like, I'll give you $100K to smortion, I'd be like, all right, I'll try again next time.
I'll try again next time.
Okay, smorting out the door.
Preach.
$100K.
You better watch out. Nigga. You live in Florida. You gonna have them niggas. I've seen how the niggas at Planned Parenthood be. They're like the niggas out in Indiana.
They're ridiculous. There's a Planned Parenthood around the corner from my job, and every time I pass it,
there's a nigga protesting out there every fucking day.
I wish a motherfucker would if I come in there to handle business, which I never have. By the way, anybody on the internet that want to come for me or whatever, I've never been pregnant. But if that was the case and I needed to go to the clinic and they got in my face, boy, they'd have to call the police. Because not only would I pop your ass, but then I'd still go in there and get my smortion.
Let's talk about the real
issue. They be swarming at the ones out here, so I already know.
The internet had an issue, Tori. Can you read what the internet had a problem with?
No, go ahead.
How to get him out. Ash,
You be trying to have me. I was gonna say you be trying to have me
Fuck that
stare at
kid.
the
Let's talk
small
about
ass
the real
screen.
problem. Hoe ass nigga sold my parlay last night.
Damn.
All right, so that's him.
Cold game.
No, that's another
Okay.
dude saying he didn't play. He sold it part. He's supposed to get 22 points. He got 21, and a bunch of people had 22 points.
Was that the same guy?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards.
Okay, he doesn't need to be a dick. What you mean, fuck the kid? Like, bro, it's
Nah,
still
he
your
don't
child.
know. Oh, that's another dude talking about his parlay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the dude saying, "Fuck that kid. Why wasn't you playing better?"
Oh, okay. Well,
Niggas
niggas
about
on
to-
the internet, you know, niggas on the internet.
Hey, niggas be serious about them goddamn
No, I get it. The parlay.
goddamn parlay. I was gonna say,
Sometimes
nigga,
that parlay
don't
pays
hit
your
in
light
the
bill.
ass.
Sometimes that parlay is if you gonna have lights tomorrow or not. So I get it.
That is, yo, I respect him being straight up and being willing, because there's a lot of niggas that ain't gonna drop you $100K to have a smishmorsion.
Well, that's good.
Especially
Well,
when
I'm good that the
you think
blame is
about
in the
it.
right place. Because, like I said what I said, and then that's why I was like, well, if that's the case, then he should have said that. If you said it,
Because the average smishmortion isn't even $1,000. Yo.
Listen, Tori comes.
No.
He ran over the plan.
Yeah, yo, he could have hit her with
unless
the yo.
it's going up. Like about 10 years ago, when I went with someone or whatever, it was like $300 or $400. It was like $400.
Shout out to Texas.
Because I support motherfuckers that do whatever they want to do with their body.
You know inflation's everywhere though. You know what I mean? That is what inflation is. What it is.
Yeah.
It definitely costs more.
And consequences. You dig?
As we have learned,
like a shovel.
Child. Special education teacher arrested for allegedly R-wording a 15-year-old student, claims her good looks is why she's being targeted. Fucking insane.
Let's watch this.
Yo, she fine as hell.
She's
That's why they're on her.
Yeah, we're gonna take your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Wait, that is
going somewhere? Yeah, we're gonna explain everything to you guys.
She's not that fine though.
Excuse me,
She's
is my
not. That
husband
sounds like
coming
the
with?
He has a husband. Okay,
we're just going down.
That nigga is a disability.
No, I know, but I really
That's
would
crazy.
prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
She's 30 years old.
Nah, damn.
Am I in trouble? Like I'm.
Oh yeah, she did that shit.
White woman hit that criteria quick.
She did that shit.
They will cry some fake.
Look, at least you didn't want him to wear a screen mask.
What?
You know what? Get out of here. She did that shit too.
You don't have anything on you?
I was gonna say, well, I don't want to just sit and listen to white women 2 years.
Wait, go back to it and scroll down on the side. I was reading.
Okay.
Gracias.
I say you're not want to hear.
Scroll down the side.
All right, on this one.
Yeah, I was reading it.
According to a list shared by the YouTube channel Ape Huncho for Mella, who works as a special education teacher at Downers Grove South High School, was recently arrested following
They got text messages. I'm done. I told you that hoe did that shit. Okay, I'm gonna skip to the nitty gritty because you reading all that extra shit. What we need to know is that she tutored and coached in soccer this 15-year-old 2 years prior. The two allegedly exchanged messages expressing their love for each other and discussing explicit sexual encounters they had in a classroom on campus. And I quote, "I love you so much, baby. Even though this morning was short, it was perfect." All right.
Okay, so
I'm not reading at this. I need to read more than that. Okay, hold on. I got it.
She's just a special needs teacher, right? It wasn't a special needs student.
Yeah, they haven't said that. It says the woman was 28 at the time when she allegedly texted the boy. Their messages were discovered just days before her arrest when the boy's mother was setting up a new phone for him. The teenager admitted to the alleged relationship, which she claimed to have ended, and reported it to the police. Formella was apprehended, which is the teacher, was apprehended by officers in her Chicago suburb while driving with her husband. That is awkward. In her police interview, she insisted that she was being blackmailed by her accuser and maintained that she was being targeted due to her quote unquote good looks. She claimed that one day the boy had grabbed her phone unattended, had entered her passcode, had sent the message to his phone, had then deleted the message from her phone, and had saved it to his phone as blackmail. She is charged with 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual assault and was released with the stipulation that she refrained from entering school grounds or contacting anyone under 18. Formella was also placed on paid leave for her position. You're accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old student and you get paid leave? This is what's really wrong with that with the educational
America,
system.
folks.
Good old
America.
That's ridiculous.
Right?
Paid leave? You get paid leave for allegedly sexually assaulting one of the students at your school at that.
This text message story that's what I want to get to. She said he entered her passcode. How would he have your passcode to your phone?
How does he have your passcode? But even outside of that, even if God forbid, even if for some reason he has the password, if he looked over his shoulder, whatever, he supposedly sent it, deleted it, or whatever, all that shit. How do you know that that's what he did? If he deleted them,
why would he go through
this? How do you know that he sent it and deleted it? How do you know that he had your phone? Why does he have your phone? Why does he have your passcode? All right. We're not doing this.
How would he guess the pass? Is your phone so easy? You should have said you didn't even have a passcode on your phone. He just got in your phone. Why would you tell us he had a passcode? Because why would he have your passcode?
Yo.
Because he doesn't. And even if he did, how would she know that that's exactly what he did? Because once you delete the message, it's not like deleting photos and you have to delete them further for them to be completely gone off of your phone. How would you even know that?
I don't.
You wouldn't. You made that shit up.
She said she targeted because she looks good and he blackmailed her. Why would he need to blackmail you for what?
Yeah.
And he didn't even admit to his mom found it. So he wouldn't even he went to the police. He like, yo, I broke that off. You know what I'm saying? Back then.
And he probably said he broke, and he probably said he broke it off to try and spare her.
Yeah, we don't talk no more. She had a whole husband. Listen.
Damn, but the mom is good. That must have been a recent text message, or that's a no setting up a phone.
No, because they said it was 2 years ago. No, they said it was 2 years ago.
How the fuck did she come across text messages from 2 years ago?
Setting up a phone
without searching for that.
Apparently,
she was looking.
You said what?
What parents do? She bought him a new phone and she was setting it up, so she went through his text messages while she was setting it up.
Going through them. Who are you talking to? Oh, is this your teacher? Oh, you talked to your teacher? Yeah, that was 2 years ago, Mom.
Probably.
Yeah. I got a handy in the class real quick, and we kept it after that.
Sheesh.
I wonder how many messages. I wonder how many text messages it was. It feels like a lot of text. When do you have time to send multiple text messages to you?
Yeah,
it's like easy to be if you did weeks of text.
No, but the thing is, even with that text message, it says that there were multiple text messages.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did he go in your phone repeatedly?
But even that conversation, he didn't have it with himself.
He was just texting his phone while he was there.
How were you away from your phone that long without him noticing that he had your phone, unless y'all were alone somewhere?
Well, I mean, she was a teacher at school, so it's not like she would be actively on her phone, I don't think.
But she wouldn't actively not know where her phone is either. Most likely her phone's not even on her desk.
Yeah, I mean, she's lying, so there's no point in us trying to. Oh, how would she?
Yeah, because she's definitely lying.
I was going to say she's lying, so don't even.
By the way, Tori wanted us to get off the white woman theory because he's gonna believe us on the later show.
Say what?
I was ready to talk about the white woman that's having anal reconstructive surgery because she took 50 dicks in her ass in one day.
You did see me.
Let's chat about that. That sounds interesting. Tell me more.
Let's see. I got where is it? I have it up here somewhere. Where is it? Did I not put that one up?
If not, that's crazy.
We'll get to it. But this is something that Tori cared about. I find it while Tori is breaking this down for us. Tori. And by the way, the twins said this is what Jenny did to Forrest Gump and Forrest Gump. It is. Jenny was a horrible person.
Yeah, that shit been up there for a minute. No, I mean, I didn't even send this. I'm pretty sure you put he explained it pretty succinctly in the video, yo. They did a lot more expanding during COVID than they should because the numbers were up because everyone was at home. And the numbers didn't stay up when COVID ended.
I didn't like when everybody, like when COVID was up and people's numbers was going way up and they just pretended like it was not finna stay like that. I don't know why people thought it was.
So that nigga bought a $4 million warehouse.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not staying like that, sir. This is COVID. Everybody's at home.
Everybody.
That's why, man, everybody Twitch stream was up. If you was doing YouTube or internet.
Yeah, man. Up. I say it all the time. That's my biggest regret. Not getting busy during COVID.
I was doing all this by myself most of COVID till Joe came later on that year. But I was like, damn, I was putting out 3 videos a day. I had no life. I was no life in it. Then Tori and them came at the second year. Shout out to them. And we put out a show every day. Man Cave, Just a Fan, Keep It 99. We had Overall 99 News. We had a different show every day. Monte show that wasn't named something yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't have a name at first.
We were just doing the show. Then we had a sports show on like Sundays. I was editing videos all day. Shout out to that.
But yeah, no, Adam overexpanded, yo. It happens. Nigga thought that but I mean, he still got the corn business, and that's where the real money's at, if we're being honest.
Flacco told us he would work for free for the white man. Yeah.
I mean, look, I understand that to a certain extent because we aren't going to act like Flacco would have blown up like he did without no jumper. Because he wouldn't.
Make it. Listen, your mindset got to be better. You ain't listen.
But it does make you think though. If Adam, who has one of the biggest platforms, is going through this, what are the metrics on fucking Figmunity or fucking goddamn?
Well, they don't have the overhead.
I know they don't have the overhead Adam does, but they don't have the revenue or the subs that Adam does either.
But they, like I said, the overhead is way.
Oh yeah, but hell, he's done got rid of fucking.
You gotta remember they got their own channel, and then they got Figmunity. So basically, they like separated to their own, and then the main.
Yeah, but ain't none of them channels doing crazy views unless they talk about some beef with No Jumper or something. Then, I'm sure everyone got a spike off the Rico.
They like I said, they only paying themselves technically.
Yeah.
Like
well, I don't know because they have extra niggas on there. T-Rail's paying Smack. Pun's getting a piece of community. Fucking Duno
got his own thing too. Duno got his own thing, so it's not like they
got
Duno like in movies now. He got a movie coming out though.
But hey,
I'm like you got real.
It's great. The No Jumper verse, yo.
To be on his show, they are paying themselves. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Like you got like what 2 other friends with me that just with me, and it's me and Pun. If you him and then Smack and you together, and Heather is your wife, so she get whatever you get. So it ain't like there's no pressure to do that.
I don't know. They say T-Rail's deep in debt right now.
Adam,
so can't be doing.
Adam.
No, I've seen the report other places other than No Jumper. And No Jumper wasn't where I heard. Surprisingly enough, No Jumper wasn't where I heard it first. Shout out Point and Shoot.
But it seems like community doing good. I don't know. I don't know about
that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't watch T-Rail. I watch Pun now because Pun.
But it's good that Adam acknowledges that the hit came from because you got to think 2023 niggas thought No Jumper was done. Everybody left. Fucking the news ended, which was the best thing about No Jumper. Thankfully, the news is back, even though you don't have all of the components you once did. But
well, let's listen to this story.
Hey guys,
Having
come with
surgery
me
at the
today to have reconstructive surgery on my back door. And you may be wondering, how did I get myself into this situation? You see, I thought it would be a fun idea to let 50 guys in my back door, along with my friend Lily Phillips, because, you know, we like to do things that are crazy. But with that being said, I did a number on that back door. Not only that, but I've been doing this for a really long time, so for several years. And there's a lot of girls in the industry who haven't been doing it really long, or they haven't done it at all. So, I mean, if you think about it, I've been doing it for almost 21 years because I'm almost 37. So, yeah, do the math. I've been doing it for a really, really long time. And with this line of work that I'm in, it needs to look perfect. And, you know, here I am at the surgery place. Hi. Yes. Tiffany. Okay. Taking a urine test to make sure I'm not pregnant, which I am not because, you know, I only do the back door. I really do think that this might become a trend.
She only do the back door?
Unless you're
Damn.
wanting to pay thousands of dollars.
She stayed in her lane, yo.
I
Would
get
I do
it.
this again? Probably, but that's
Oh, probably.
This was one of the most painful recoveries I've ever been through. So you can see the pain. It was so bad.
Surgery for the prolapse stainless is crazy.
So hard to push, and every moment
Why would you do it?
But yeah, hopefully I can share this experience and bring
If my asshole fell out?
She like, maybe.
Wait, no. Be quiet. Rewind that last part.
You want to bring awareness.
That's why I was like, wait a second. I want to hear what she said.
It was so hard to push, and every moment hurt. But yeah, hopefully I can share this experience and bring awareness to this.
Bring awareness to what? The average person would not do 50 guys in the butthole back to back.
Well.
But this is exactly why the statement "common sense is not so common" is still relevant.
Well, no, she's saying for any other, because we're not going to act like she's the only strictly anal corn star in the business. Maybe she's just trying to.
Lily Phillips said
it's still common sense. That may do a number on your hole.
I mean, think we had one chick that did 100 dudes in a day regular. So maybe she thought 50 in the back door wasn't too crazy.
I want to know what type of, I want to know what that feels like to have that type of anus.
Probably breezy. My bad.
Your phone fell.
No, that was good. That was good.
Like I said, probably breezy, yo. When the wind picked up just then.
The wind picked up. All right, it feel breezy weird.
Sheesh. Yeah. I don't know. I wonder, like, are their bowel movements like easier after having not many?
You got to think if there's less. If it was to the point where she prolapsed, then it was probably a horrible scene. Have you ever seen a prolapsed anus? It is not a pretty sight.
Mm-mm.
It's rough.
No, I've seen it. I'm saying it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah, it's rough.
No, but I was just wondering because, like,
it probably wore out the elasticity.
I'm not a stranger to backdoor action, and let me tell you, don't come near it after that time. Like, once you go back there, you stay back there. And then if we're done, if we stop, like tomorrow, you wake up and you're horny, don't go near there. It's off limits now, first off. Secondly, the constipation level, like you feel like you know the shit's there and you can't get it out. Or it's hard and painful. So that's why I was like, do you get to a point where you do it enough and then it just like fully opens it? Or like you do it so much that like you constantly have to use laxatives and stuff to have a proper poo?
I don't know. I feel like eventually
I think these are valid questions.
I feel like eventually the elasticity would wear out. You know what I mean? Just from wear and tear.
But like, with like even like for instance with ears, for instance, like when you get like a piercing, like you know you can get them stretched, you can get them gauged and stretched or whatever. But over time,
but
they never get as small, but they start to shrink. Like, what is the time frame on that? Do we know?
No.
Like you go a good like 2 weeks and then it starts to shrink.
No,
Or
we do
after
not.
50, like you're just never gonna get back there.
We are not aware on the time limit it takes to regain the elasticity of one's anus.
I would like to know. I wonder if I can Google that. Give me 1 second.
We're about to Google and find some information. As you know, welcome back, Ebony.
That little tiger.
I love that sound. Okay, how long does it take for the anus
While she's looking it up, let's listen to this song, Tori.
Regain elasticity.
Baby, there ain't really much to say. Wanna make love to you. Think about you every single day. I
You
wanna
gonna
make
get
love to
copyright
your
claimed
body,
by
baby. Lay
fucking
your body down
Orlando
so I can
Brown.
lick your every crevice. Wrap your legs around my head and grind my face into your pelvis. Baby, I love you.
I ain't gonna lie, I prefer Miller's beat. Not gonna lie to you. Miller's beat was better. That beat was awful.
But at least he listened and made it a song.
At least he did.
Shut up,
It's actually
Orlando
not. It's
Brown.
actually not bad. I still wish it was on the Chris Brown sample, but you know.
But no, I'm not saying anal, but I feel like
Okay,
50
I
back
got
to
the
back
answer.
is just a lot.
Okay. According to the AI overview, the time it takes for the anus to unstretch after a period of stretching depends on the individual and the extent of the stretching, but generally, the anal fixture muscles can regain tone and function with time and proper care, such as Kegel exercises. The time frame that I've seen on here, though, is like a couple of months, like proper, like depending on how stretched it really is. But then there's some people
50 Man Dingo
on
Warriors is
Reddit
probably
answering
pretty
their own
stretched.
questions, and they're saying about a day after, but I don't think that they're getting 50 dicks slid in there though. It says really it depends on how much trauma you inflicted on it.
And listen, 50 if she'd have spaced them out, so like maybe she'd have done better, but like that wasn't the challenge.
Which one? The Google search that we are doing about anal stretching, or the Orlando Brown song?
Nothing like a good old Google search for anal elasticity.
We're on like a list right now. Like, what are they doing on this show? TikTok already said we can't do it no more. TikTok's like, no, casual conversations, no more restream for you, buddy. You gotta go by yourself. Those other two, not allowed to be with you.
Wait, what?
I put on TikTok 2 weeks ago, and they basically won't let me on TikTok.
I tell them all the time, I ain't a TikTok nigga, yo. I'm a YouTube Negro. I need a little bit. I need a little bit more free speech. Than
I
what
can
TikTok
be a
allows.
TikTok Negro because I've been one, but this show wouldn't be half as good as if we had to censor the way that we do on TikTok.
TikTok told us I cannot do restream. Go through your own phone and do it yourself.
Oh, it says if you have irritable, know your GI tract before going through the back door. If you suffer from irritable bowel syndrome, do not pass go. It says anal sex can trigger a bout of it, which is pretty much guaranteed to be a mood killer. Yeah, damn. Imagine going in the back door of someone that had irritable bowel syndrome. That is terrible.
IBS anal is diabolical.
Like nasty fucking work, literally. Sheesh.
But there is someone that has both endured that and indulged in it, guaranteed.
So are you indulged in the yellow light? We call it the yellow light, the brown light.
No.
So I like how serious he said. He didn't even joke. He was like, "No, we're not having this out here." He's in 6'5". He's 6'5".
No. Nope. That's not true.
My boy is even confused anymore.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What in the entire hell? Oh, you missed it. That's why you shouldn't step away from the show. A girl was having anal reconstructive surgery after taking 50 peens in a challenge. she was a corn star, and she wanted to bring awareness to what can
But
happen.
she's almost 40, so she's just at the part where your body starts healing less. So
Yeah, slower.
Yeah. If she'd have tried the challenge 10 years ago, maybe she would have been able to avoid
Nah,
the
I feel like if she
reconstructive
tried
surgery.
it 10 years ago, she'd be in like the Guinness Book of Records because she'd be able to do like 100 by now.
Yeah, she could have been in her bag. I mean, I'm sure she made a pretty penny off the 50 though. If we're gonna be honest.
That's why do you think she said, yeah, will I do it again? Probably. Yeah, depending on how much money she made.
Listen, nigga, look, there are low level OnlyFans girls out here making 6 figures a year fucking, and that just is what and that's the low end on
Not a
some
good
of
thing
them.
to come back to after you get your food, sir. I apologize.
It'd be like that.
You know you like the backdoor, Darius.
Yeah, but maybe you didn't want to hear about her prolapsed anus. So.
Yeah, we didn't need to know about that.
Or the irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah. Oh, it could have been the IBS talk. It could have. Definitely could have been the IBS talk.
This is a submission by the Ebony Moonbeam. I didn't even.
I just thought it was random, and so I sent it.
I have no clue what this is about, so let's go watch it for the first time.
You'll see it.
It's the most, as Quinn would say, palm-colored thing I've ever seen.
This is cryo branding, otherwise known as freeze branding. It involves taking a branding iron at a very cold temperature to destroy the pigment cells in the hair follicles to brand an animal. And when done correctly, is actually painless for the animal. But friendly reminder, you are not a horse. Human skin is very different. And cryo branding can have some serious adverse consequences. Factors that can influence how severe the injury is include the overall temperature of the iron, how long it's in contact with the skin, and the overall skin thickness of the area that you are going after. This is how this individual's cryo branding experience ended up, resulting in scarring and hyperpigmentation. This case resulted in full thickness skin injury. And the images of what this looked like after this, not for the faint of heart. 10 out of 10 don't recommend humans cryo brand themselves. Not a good idea.
Shout out to Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that seems pretty. That seems pretty straightforward. People stop.
Pretty straightforward. Branding has always been a really weird. Like I can't completely negate it as someone that has like over 20 tattoos and like 17 piercings. I can't really like come forward too much, but
you're a frat girly.
Right. So I don't like I'm not against it, but like the freeze branding just looks really gross to me.
No, I'm against any branding in general. Listen, the body mod communication can go the body mod community can go a little bit too far sometimes.
No, definitely.
But
who's the person that says
your body, your choice at the end of the day.
Listen,
but people, if you're considering freeze branding, don't do that. That's for livestock. The palm colors are slowly losing their minds more and more. You know.
When we got one more story before we got here, I just looked it up and found out. Are we excited for this? As we keep it 99 is a review channel, and we will, of course, be reviewing this. Ice Cube ink still for the 4th Friday movie with Warner Brothers. Excited.
We gotta just hope it's good, yo.
Yeah,
that's all we can do. Just hope it's good.
I think as long as it's funny, we don't give a fuck what happens.
Yeah,
that's kind of the great thing about Fridays. As long as it's funny, you don't really care what happens in the movie.
As long as we get the Diddy reference in there somewhere, we gotta have somebody.
That would be a missed opportunity if you didn't.
Oh, you know, South Park's inaugural season started. It's going to be a Diddy episode.
Ooh,
that makes sense.
Man, like bag. Baby oil in space, niggas.
No, we want DC Young Fly to be Chris Tucker's son.
I do want him to be in it.
I want him to be Chris Tucker's son.
I don't hate that.
Why can't we just get Chris Tucker back?
I just said it.
Is he in it?
Chris Tucker's son.
Yeah, you said Chris Tucker's son.
50, 60 years old at this point, so I don't think he could play regular football.
I don't hate that.
Well, how the fuck is we gonna say that fucking Ice Cube's gonna be Craig then?
His
That
son
nigga ain't no young.
What you mean? His son already played him in the movie.
It's gonna suck to have a Friday without Tom Witherspoon though. If we're gonna keep it a stack,
Yeah, true. That's the one thing.
that's gonna be kind of lame.
No, we don't have the uncle either. No Bernie Mac.
No.
Bernie Mac wasn't the uncle. He was the fucking.
Oh yeah,
he was a pimp that kicked it with Cat Williams. The uncle was fuck, I can't remember that nigga's name. But it wasn't Bernie Mac.
Don Kerry.
Oh, okay. I knew it wasn't Bernie. Bernie wasn't Uncle Elroy.
Elroy. But yeah, it's a lot of people in past. I'm fun.
I
know you can't smoke no weed in
I
your
feel like
daddy's
the
house,
only
but
way
you can
this
get high
movie
as
is gonna
hell in
flop.
mine.
The only
Yeah,
way that
no
this movie is gonna
Debo.
flop is if it's just not funny. That's the only way it's gonna flop because the people that are Friday fans are gonna come out to watch it.
Or if they try too hard. If they try too hard, it's gonna miss. You gotta,
Debo.
Friday's gotta be unapologetic. I need fat shaming. I need goddamn bigotry. I need goddamn I need homophobia. I need fucking all of this.
I
It's
agree.
gotta be there.
You kind of just have
I'm
to
just
say,
saying.
fuck cancel culture and go for it. If they don't, then
100%.
it just doesn't have the same essence.
We do not want Kim on.
Yeah, no. But listen, nobody.
For some reason, I feel like they may put him in it though.
There's nobody that is looking for a politically correct Friday.
Right.
Especially not if it's going to be last Friday. Although, could we get we could get Miss Parker back, though. I know she's older now, but I think she's still alive.
You get Jada Parker.
Yo, shut up. Yo, if we got that Miss Parker, she could be Miss Parker's daughter.
You know what I'm saying? Just have a whole bunch of children.
Just the whole Parker family out there, parking it up. She can park that thing anywhere she wants. Let me tell you. But no,
For some reason, I feel like I saw an interview where he said that he wasn't sure another Friday movie could be made because of the.
Well, I feel like at the time he was saying that a lot because they couldn't get that shit greenlit. But if the money comes, you gonna take the shit, yo.
Because I was like, I swore I saw an interview.
We're on the backswing of the pendulum right now, anyways, yo.
True.
So, niggas, listen. Kanye brought cigarette talk back to the mainstream. Anything's possible.
You said,
yeah, this was like 3 years ago. Hell no.
Listen, by the way, I think, listen, we got Mrs. Crockett out here calling people Hot Wheels, so I think it's a little bit over for that period. Shout out to Representative Crockett out here. Hot Wheels, Tory enjoyed that joke. Like, yes, a liberal said a joke. That's itchy.
Hey, I'm always here. Look, the Democrats got to get better about fucking. Look, if you're gonna combat the fucking Republicans, you can't be PG all the time. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna get over, fam.
If you haven't noticed,
I'm calling that nigga Hot Wheels is top tier.
Conservatives been more PG lately, Tor, especially if you talk about a certain group. You know, they deporting people for saying something about them.
Yeah.
They innocent people getting sent away to El Salvador. I'm like, they ain't around El Salvador. But that's all I got. Y'all got anything else?
But that's all I got. I ain't got nothing.
Nope, I think that's it.
Ja Morant did a gun pose and hit a game winner tonight after the league research looked into it. So shout out to that. But other than that, it is your boy Laughers Up, man. Of course, it is the beautiful. I always got to be beside me because I always got to keep something beautiful beside me, Miss Ebony Boombeam.
You already know you can find me at Ebony_Moonbeam on all social media platforms, cosplayer, anime shit talker, yada, yada, yada. You can find me here on Thursdays for casual conversations. Find me Saturdays at whatever time Make It Make Sense the podcast airs because I never remember. I'm going to be real. And then Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time for the female blur-led podcast, Waifu Views, that gives you everything fandom. with the side of waifu. We did not have a show last week because it was Sunkissed Waifu's birthday, and she had already told me ahead of time that she planned to be extremely lit, and we didn't want them problems. Y'all didn't want them problems. I didn't want them problems. So we will be having a show this Sunday. We're going to be talking about the upcoming spring anime that just dropped. So Windbreaker, you know, all that good jazz. One Piece is coming back, so you already know we're going to talk about that.
Fire Force Season 3 too, yo.
Fire Force Season 3 Part 1. Am I going to glaze it? Abso-fucking-lutely. Because, you know,
you didn't give me a
solo. It's better than Solo Leveling. I don't know what to tell you.
I love Fire Force, but that's kind of crazy.
The internet's gonna attack you now.
It's not crazy. Overall, better story, better characters, better plot.
Huh? Better story? I think not.
Yes.
You read Ragnarok.
No, and we're not talking about you reading Ragnarok, sir.
I'm just saying, you know, better story.
Don't do that. But anyways, you can find me on all those platforms. I'm going to be dropping a new segment called Moonbeam Rants, where I literally demolish and talk all the shit that I usually talk out loud to myself when I see stupid anime takes online. And first up is Black and Jack's anime group, because I got something for y'all, which I am a member. If you're in the Jacksonville, Florida area or the Orlando, Florida area, check out Black and Jack's anime group on Facebook and all that stuff like that. You can find me in Discord because I'm a Discord mod. And
every time she shouts out being a Discord mod, I just place a little fedora on her head in my mind.
I'm proud. I'm proud of that.
Yo, shout out to all of Moonbeam's Discord kittens.
I love y'all. Sometimes, most times. But yeah, so y'all can find me there.
She out here pegging shit.
Maybe.
I heard giving shout out to a group. She finna
send him to the same surgery old girl went through.
Never.
Crazy.
I'm gentle.
She out here wearing these folks' assholes out, folks. That's
I'm
crazy
gentle.
work.
I'm very gentle.
By the way,
unless you want it rough, and then I got you.
By the way, Soul Leveling is probably. I looked at the numbers. I regret not doing an episode every week because that show.
Yo,
it brings in the numbers. It does bring in the numbers.
You guarantee 20,000 just talking about this shit. Like,
listen, look, when a power fantasy is just a power fantasy, you can't do no wrong with it, yo. Sometimes
you make the main character just do unnecessary.
Like I had to tell the niggas on Roundtable, yo. Sometimes niggas
do you
strong.
Think it's better than One Piece? Because that's what they're saying.
Well, they're liars, but that's okay.
Like it's top 5, but not 1. It's
not top 5. That's
I was about to say, I know what Kami reads and watches. It is not top 5 for him. That's crazy.
No, it is definitely not.
Community say it's top 5. It's crazy though. I'm like, it ain't even got good yet.
I was about to say, y'all niggas are still these niggas was hype off of Jeju Island. Like, wait till you get to the fucking Monarch extermination arc.
Which literally was like a glorified Hunter x Hunter episode.
And Thomas Andre? No,
niggas don't know about the strongest hunter in America, nigga. Niggas don't know about that is a national level hunter. That nigga is a country. He is a fucking
now
country.
I can say I cannot wait for them to animate Ragnarok. I can say that.
Oh well, it's gonna be a while. That's gonna be.
I know. Right now, they're not even sure when the next season's gonna come out. They haven't even announced it yet.
Yeah, they're gonna do it though, but you know,
they're not gonna miss out on that money. That's crazy.
But people have to remember, we never know how Korean-Japanese relations are gonna go. So just
and they definitely just offed all the Japan hunters. They was just like, yeah.
Well, and here's the thing though, Solo Leveling is the first manhwa we've really seen that's been done by a Japanese studio, and they actually did it justice. They actually did good.
Tori, they made T-Bay into a slideshow.
They did.
It was a slash.
I hated one part though, because like when they took out the part when fucking they actually show fucking Sung Jin-woo take the shadows of the ants, and that's just it's a little thing, but in the manhwa, like just when you watch all the hunters finally realize that this nigga wasn't just a regular necromancer summoning demons, he was literally ganking niggas' shadows and just using them that way. Like you just got to see the fear.
I have seen the thing. They have made Sun Jin Woo a lot nicer in the anime than he is in the manga.
Oh yeah, they gave him a little more. They took away some of the cold power fantasy. Like I'm just here to wreck shit. Like I said,
like in the anime tour, he literally said, "Oh, he called me." In anime, he said, "You gonna get your ass up? We got some work to do."
Yeah, I was gonna say, he was like, "If you don't, you better keep it the fuck moving, bro."
In anime, he called it to me so I could summon him. He wanted it. No, in anime, like, hey, bitch, she need to be saved. He failed twice.
He's like, I'm pulling this nigga's shadow. He is bringing her back to life. It is what it is.
And he was a little bit colder to old boy. It's your second time putting your hand on my shoulder. I'm gonna forgive you this time. In anime, he's like, okay, it's good. No, he's like, I'm gonna forgive you this time.
I'm ready for the him and Thomas Andre showdown. They got to get the dialogue right though, because like when Thomas Andre's like, when Thomas Andre's like, do you know who I am? And that nigga's like, does it matter? I was like, oh. And then cooks his ass, yo. National League's nuts, nigga.
Tori, they glaze how he came in on all these shows, but when Beerus opened that cake, Tori, they gonna
yeah. I was about to say when Yggdrasil, not Beerus. Beerus the Ant King. Yggdrasil is the cape dealio. When he's just like, oh well, I figure I'll bring my monarch over here since we're all when we get to see. Because here before soon in this next season, we should get the Iron Body Monarch fights, maybe even the Beast Monarch fight, depending on how long the season is. So they're gonna get some shit, yo. The Beast Monarch's hilarious though, because that nigga they gotta do the I'm so ready for them to animate him running away. Because just seeing after he does Spirit Body Manifestation, just him like, oh fuck it, I'm running, yo. I don't want to fight this nigga. I'm leaving.
The first 2 seasons, but I did call it. I said this is gonna be the Dragon Ball Z manga, and I called it because it's like simple, what people like.
Nigga strong, nigga win. It's a simple fucking. It is a very simple formula. Nigga is strong, nigga wins.
Goku transforms, Sun Jin Woo do unnecessary shit like sit on the top of a roof and yell exchange.
Oh, nigga, when he gets the. Wait till he gets the Kamish Fang the Kamish Fang daggers, yo.
Well, right now, it ain't even. I'm like, this ain't even a good.
No, we ain't nowhere close to Kamish yet, but we're getting there. When Kamish pops out, niggas is gonna recognize.
I do appreciate y'all.
That little tiger.
But they are asking a question, and the question is. I do appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.
Silky smooth, like the touch of velvet. Afro Kanye's voice, you can't forget. Sultry vibes, making bodies sway. R&B in the spotlight. Come what may. Midnight groove, let the music play.